right, friends, I'm waiting for my bestie to join me. Now, she did something where she had changed the title, and I don't know how she did that. Add moderator. Oh, I didn't even know you could do this. The There we go. Let's see something. Okay, there we go. Hey D.
Hold on,
So
can't.
I don't know if you noticed,
Wait.
but I added you as a moderator on the
Oh,
live. I don't know what that means. So
I don't know what that means either. I think that means I got some kind of control over something.
I know that
That's
means, I know that it exactly means that, but
now
that's
I
all
don't
I
know
got for
exactly
you.
what I got and stuff.
I don't know either, friend. Maybe it means you could add people onto the live if they want to join. I'm not sure, but
Well, let me try to add this page. But anyways, I know we ain't got nobody on here right now, but
couple. Hello, people. We got a
I do
couple
like.
people. Hello, everybody that has joined so far, and everybody that's going to join in the future. We are going to add in our other page just so that y'all know the reference to go to for upcoming weeks because we got to make it to 1,000 followers on our
Yeah, we definitely got to.
two homegirls chatting page. We say two homegirls chatting, Ray, right?
Two homegirls chatting. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So on our two homegirls chatting page, we're gonna need people to join. Um, yeah. So
All right, I'm
in
gonna
the
go ahead
meantime.
and request us now. Request the join.
Okay, I see that you join. I see that we in
Okay.
there. We cute on our photograph, friend.
Now it do say, even though I'm the moderator, I can't see the request. Can you see the request?
I cannot see the request.
Let's see. Let's see if I can see it this time. No, I say the request. It say it wasn't sent.
Let me see if I can add invite. So I sent you a request.
Okay. Now I think I got it.
All right, there we go.
Hold on,
You got mute one of us.
Yeah.
One of these things gotta get muted.
All
all right,
right.
yeah.
There we go. Think got it.
Let me
It's still
see.
echo?
It's a little echo, yeah.
All right, because I got it
Turn
turned
the
up.
volume down. Which device you're using? Your iPad or your phone?
So on my phone is our page. I turned the volume all the way down, but it won't let you turn it all the way down. Did it kick me out?
Uh-uh.
Why is telling me to send a request? Hold on.
It still like it's loading on my side.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
doing
don't know.
something weird. It's lagging from our page on my phone. But anyways, let's just go and get this thing started.
Oh, you know what you gotta do? Once it lets you
Uh-huh.
on the iPad, you gotta press the mute. You see, like on your screen, it got a speaker button. Now you done muted yourself.
Yeah. It'll let me mute. I can mute it from our page from my phone. But it still got a little echo. Now it won't let me do anything. Now, do you see how ours is like lagging? It's loading. Can you see that from your end?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm gonna try
That's
this.
exactly what I see.
Yeah, now it's not doing anything.
Let's see. Exit out of it and then see if we can do it again. I'm gonna send another request. Guys, welcome to watching us troubleshoot our
Yes.
pseudo podcast. You're
Thank you for
welcome.
everybody who's still sticking in here with us
And
while we
watching us
figure
try to
it
figure it
out.
out. Oh, that's a pretty picture in the background, D.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure y'all can see that.
I should have went to where I had photos. I don't know.
Look,
I might have got a couple of pieces of art up in
I
here,
had to
but
bring some of home to this little raggedy place.
I'm correcting it. Once we figure this thing out, we could hold on, because this can I put let me see. Because how do you put somebody off the live?
Yeah, try that because it
There
won't.
we go. I took it off. All right.
Okay,
Now let's try it again.
hold on, because on my end it still haven't. It hasn't kicked me out.
No,
Nope.
this should be called two old bitches trying to figure out the
Right.
internet.
We just a smidge old. This is
But the
me.
thing is,
I
we
don't know
so
what
young,
echo
like
is.
trying to figure it
That's
out.
right.
Technology just be moving. So that's how I be feeling
All
bad for
right.
old people. I be feeling real bad for old people because they didn't have to learn way too much shit.
All
All
right. So
right, so
I'm
I'm
on
on
here
here now,
now,
right?
but
But
I see whatever that is. I see your
I'm
snack.
muting. Am I still lagging? Can you hear the echo still?
Which one are you muting on?
The one I don't even know how to explain it. All
You
right.
mind your business, Marquise. You supposed to be
This
supporting.
this one where you can only see the wall. That's what I'm muted on.
I don't hear no echo no more.
Okay, cool. We gonna leave that up there. Let that
I
Facebook.
mean, it is there. No, now I hear it again.
But hold on. Let's do that. Then there you go. Now you can see black.
Right.
That worked for me.
The site wasn't the issue.
I
It's
can
this.
still hear the echo though, but
I
it's
still hear
cool.
it as well. Yes, I do.
I probably need to move. All right, I'm gonna exit for a second. You can still hear me, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
move the device.
because you got the device.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna
probably.
hear you regardless. Come on, toes.
Hold on, I
Onlyfeet.com.
can't. Cause I need the device.
This is fun.
Is you think is the echo too much?
Um, no, but you are also are you in a different room?
No, I'm right here. I just moved away for a second. Not this shit kicking your ass.
'Cause he
So the thing is, I need my
with
phone
both feet, like
to
that's
to
the
be
craziest
able
one.
to navigate other things.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. We gonna get it together.
Oh, okay.
We gonna
Yeah.
get it together. It's all right.
Well, long as you do it from your phone, you ain't got to worry about our page because our page is just going to be in the background.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you cut the what you cut your camera off on the iPad or you just put it down?
let me see. So I cut the camera off.
Oh,
Now,
that's cute. I like that.
yeah, that's better.
I like
But
that.
I mean, I still can't get rid of this damn echo, even with the volume all the way down on the other
Did
device.
you put the mute button on the other device?
Yeah, the mute button is on. Let me show you. So the mute is on. Camera's
Mm-hmm.
off.
Camera's off. Oh, I'm mad close. Skin
But
looking good
it's
though.
still echoing. Even with volume
Close
won't
not
go
that bad.
all the way down. It's gonna stop right now. I
Oh, that's
guess the
crazy.
volume is basically telling us like, look, you on a live. They need
Right.
to
We need to
hear
hear it.
you, so we cannot turn you all the way down.
That's crazy.
I guess it's what it is.
Oh well.
But
It
it's
don't
all
matter.
right. Let's get this
Right.
thing started.
All right. So guys, welcome to Two Homegirls Chatting. It is a pseudo podcast created by myself, Anita Wade, and my best friend.
DDW.
Yep, that's DDW. I gave her the
That is
name. I want you to know that. I
yeah.
didn't.
She gave me that last name. But listen, y'all don't
Technically,
gotta
your
do the
two parents did
DDW.
that.
DD is sufficient. We added that W in there, but DD is good.
It just was good for symmetry.
But let's see. First, we're gonna start off with saying a little bit about ourselves, talking about ourselves just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so let's see. We would have to go all the way back to the beginning, right? And
Let's
when I
let's
say the
take it
beginning,
back,
it would
way
have
back.
to it would have to be when we met, not in the beginning of our lives or nothing like that, y'all.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm
quite
saying.
literally, we don't have that much time.
When did we met? But you start that because our both of our stories how we met is a little bit different.
So let me preface it with this. You know how people always say, "Oh yeah, I knew that person."
Mm-hmm.
That's where you gotta start with. Do you know them or have you seen them before?
That's true.
Because that's important. People be like, "Yeah, I know them." You don't know that nigga.
You just seen them before,
You just seen them before. So
right?
I had first seen Dee Dee in elementary
Mm-hmm.
school. We both went to Harvard Heights.
Yep.
Okay, the green
Harvard
and
Heights,
gold.
Baltimore City.
Yep. We was the Eagles. Why do I remember all of this stuff? Don't know.
See, that's another thing though. You remember way more than I remember. I don't remember none of that.
And it's
I
crazy
don't
because the
remember our
amount of weed
last
I
time,
smoke, you would
nothing.
think. Don't ask me anything that happened yesterday, though.
I remember a little bit of what happened yesterday, but all that stuff, I
Yeah,
don't
I be
remember.
knowing. So yeah, I remember Dee Dee. We went to elementary school together. We never had no classes together.
Nope.
Dee Dee had smarter classes than me. I'm gonna put that out there. I was the regular. I've been regular my whole life. I've been
That's
regular my whole life. So I met Dee Dee. So we really met in high school.
yeah.
We both went to the Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School for Health
Yep. The
Professions
one
back when
and
it was a
only.
high school of health professions. I don't know what it is now.
Now, once
It's the
again,
place where
in
people go to take
Baltimore, because
guns.
there's two. There's also one in DC.
You know,
We
it's
went to the
another
one in
one
Baltimore.
too in like Cleveland or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a few Dunbars, but ours
yeah,
is the original and the best.
I know that,
Well, I don't know if it's the best, but it's definitely the original.
but I'll let you.
Um, you know, yeah, so we met in high school. We became friends. I want to say we became friends at the end of sophomore year. So this is how me and Dee Dee really became friends. Me and Dee Dee had we had mutual friends. So we had this
Mm-hmm.
friend named Dondre. I hope he's doing okay. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
He's not dead, but he's dead to me. So, so he was our friend or whatever,
Yeah.
and they were his friends. I ain't had no friends because I was a hoodling who never came to school. So once I became a hoodling who came to school, then I
Mm-hmm.
started to hang around his friends, and I had
Mm-hmm.
a Sweet 16 party. My birthday's in June, but the party was in August because my grandmother planned it, and all of 8 people showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I invited our entire graduating class of '98.
I remember you saying that.
And 8 people came. Dee Dee and Marquise were 2 of the 8, and the rest of our crew of friends. And
Oh,
oh,
what
we got
happened?
booted. It's okay. You can add us back in when you get a chance, Dee. But yeah, so we became friends that way. And yeah, we've been friends ever since. Our friend
Yep.
dynamic has changed quite a bit. You know,
Yeah, it has.
it was like Destiny's Child. Had quite a few entries, quite a few exits.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the core crew is still rocking the way that we've been.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So let me give my version of events. It's not that different. The only difference is I swear to God, I don't remember seeing Anita at all when he was in elementary school.
Never.
But I don't remember seeing a lot of people. Like I said, I don't remember anything from those days. The only thing I remember is how bad, what was that? Was that Broadway used to stink?
And did
That's the only thing I really remember is
Broadway used to
how
smell like
bad
fresh
Broadway
ass on
stink.
a Friday afternoon.
I remember my fourth grade teacher, Mr. Ebron, only because not only was he the funnest teacher, but he used to always make my father go buy pizzas for the class, right? So, and my father was just, the crazy thing is, I was always surprised at him saying yes because he was not that nice. He was not that nice. But he's like, Mr. Gurney, hey, we wanna the whole class wanna eat pizzas. If I give you this money, can you go run to Papa John's and get some pizzas for us? He would do this if it wasn't every Friday, it was at least maybe once or twice a month. And my father would run on, go get the pizzas, and our class would eat lunch in class, eating pizzas. We be in there watching old school movies, all that kind of shit. So I loved his class. That's really all I remember.
I wanted to be in Mr. Eberron class so bad. I
I
was so
love
mad. Did you have him
I
for
love
fourth or
him.
third grade?
I had him for fourth grade. I had him for fourth grade, and I loved him to death. So that's really all I remember. But yes, we definitely met. We officially met in high school. But one thing I do want to say, I think I did see you when we went to Emerson Camp.
We did go to
I
Emerson
saw you at
Camp.
Emerson
I
Camp.
forgot
So
Emerson Camp.
after middle school, there was some camp that students who were going to Paul Laurence Dunbar were supposed to be enrolled in, and it was held at Emerson. I didn't want to go.
Hmm.
My mother made me go. My mother was the type of person, or is the type of person, anything
Hey,
education
Cop.
involved, she signed me up. I just had to be there. For some reason, I cannot see these comments at all. I'll figure that out in a minute.
Oh, ain't
But
no comments. Cop is just on the live. I was just saying.
okay. Oh, hey, Cop. But yeah, so she signed me up. Didn't want to go, but I did see you there. But once again, we was not in the same class.
No,
I was in a class with a bunch of people we went to high school with. Same for Anita. We met in high school. I think it was it in the sophomore year or beginning of junior? It
I
was
would
somewhere in
say
there.
it was like in between that. Yeah.
It was somewhere in there. Now we did meet through Dondre, but me and Dondre weren't friends. I feel like he was friends with Sade, maybe.
They were best friends because that's how I met
That's
Sade.
what it was. So what had happened was, and it's funny because me and Marquise had this a discussion around this a little bit. What had happened was when I got to Dunbar, it was a few people that I went to middle school with. So it was me, Gentle Marquise, John, and Shelby, I think. So we all sat together at lunch. One day, for whatever reason, they moved our table. It was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Gentle was standing there looking stupid. And Sade just happened to say, "Oh, well, come here and sit with us." And her and Crystal were sitting together. So that's literally how we all became friends because our table went missing one day. So that's how we became friends.
Should be so trivial.
Dondre came along through Sade, and then we met you in the sophomore year, and we have been
Mm-hmm.
friends ever since then. And it's
I
funny,
I hated high school so bad.
and it's funny that you say that because I loved it.
I hated high school so
I loved it.
bad. I hated high school until junior year where I had friends.
Yes. Let me.
Because I ain't had no friend. Like, do you know what? You had friends all
Yeah.
throughout high school. So you don't know what it's
Mm-hmm.
like. Friend, I had
Yeah.
no friends. My ninth grade year. So a little bit about myself. Who isn't following me that doesn't know me. I'm a teacher
Mm-hmm.
now.
Right.
I'm a teacher now. I am a woman who went to college. I joined a sorority. I did
Mm-hmm.
a whole bunch of stuff after high school. But
Mm-hmm.
in high school, I was a hood booger who struggled with
Not
just basic living. I struggled real bad with anxiety, and I didn't understand anxiety then, but I understand it now. Like I
uh-huh.
used to struggle, and I don't think I ever told any of y'all this, but I used to struggle so bad with anxiety when I was in middle school because if you see this bitch, I hope that your day is going bad. Jessica, bitch, you was a raggedy ass bitch and you made my life hell in middle school. So middle school was rough for me,
Oh.
even though it was cool. In middle school was rough for me
Yeah, that was
because
rough for me too.
I mean, well, first of all, seventh grade is the worst year of anybody's life, unless you're a bully. And I stand on that. I will not go back and forth with nobody about that. So once I got to high school, I feel like my social battery was already completely
Yeah.
drained. My mother was fucking with a semi crackhead. Like it was just too much going on in my outside life that
Right.
in school just did not matter to me. And I always been smart, but I just never cared.
Mm-hmm.
And still don't. Supposed to be writing paper right now. You see where I'm
Mm-hmm.
at. But um some shit just don't change. But I struggled with going to school ninth and 10th grade year. Like I was
Kind of
what was
depressed.
not even just depressed. I lived in Cherry Hill.
Yeah.
I lived in Cherry Hill. Tried to travel to East Baltimore on Orlane Street. That was a bop.
Yeah.
I was not for it. Like it was I learned how to maneuver, and I think it's important for kids to learn how to catch the bus, right?
Yeah.
I learned how to maneuver the city at 14
Mm-hmm.
because I had to travel across town to get to school. By the time sophomore year came, I was already working or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was working at Giants in Glen Burnie, one right across the street from the motor
Mm-hmm.
vehicle. I worked there, and sometimes I would get this man to hack me to work,
Oh.
and it got so deep that I introduced him to my mother. And they started dating. So I get free rides. I was getting free rides to school for you'll
Look,
understand. It gets real in
you
the
gotta
field.
get it
You
how
got to
it
do what you got
fit.
to do. I had to get it how I fit it.
Right.
You feel me? But yeah, that was me.
Well,
But yeah,
let me
once I
tell you.
met Didi and them, my life got better.
And see that I think that's the difference because I swear everybody who ended up becoming friends with us on the back end had a good time after that. Cause from ninth grade, we just had a ball. I don't know what it was. And then let me say this too. Before ninth grade, it's not that I didn't have friends. I had friends in middle school. Let me start from the beginning for y'all. So for middle school, it was also a terrible experience for me because I was bald head. That was my issue. And I ain't talking about bald head like how y'all see my hair now. Like my hair was, y'all know back then everybody was getting perms, relaxes and stuff. Wasn't nobody wearing a
Hmm.
hair like this. And what was when we went to 2000, 2001 was when we
Yeah,
went
about
to
2001, 2002.
we everybody was still wearing relaxes. And my hair went about right here. What had happened was I got some braids one day. I don't know if the lady was dirty or what it was, but my hair just fell out real bad because my hair used to come like to my shoulders. Hair fell out real bad, and I don't know if my mother just didn't know how to help me or what. But I literally went to school like that. I went to school with my hair relaxed, combed back, and it would go right there. Literally, it would stop right at the back of my neck. So I got teased real bad for not having no hair, real bad. So that's why my middle school experience was bad. And then on top of that, you know, people like to laugh at what you wear and shit like that. At the end of the day, we was poor. We was poor than motherfucker. Anybody had no money like that. So I didn't have all the latest fashions and shit on. I wore whatever my mother could find for a
Mm-hmm.
couple dollars, and I got teased for what I was wearing to school. So I did have friends then, but those friends did not go to Dunbar with me. The friends that I had in middle school. So
Mm.
when I got to middle school, there was one person, Gentle. Gentle went to middle school with me, so I knew her. I knew Marquise from middle school, knew John. So it was easy for me to get friends quick because I
Right.
was friends with Gentle. We became friends with pretty much just the people we was in the same class with. So I had a ball, and it was the first time I had experienced ever like being outside. Like
Yeah.
before that, I would only be outside in my neighborhood, but once I met them, I was going downtown. I was catching subways and light rails and buses. When I tell you, the only time I remember ever being on a bus before then, because my father drove buses everywhere, was the couple times me and my mother would catch the bus like the Old Town Mall, like to buy
So way,
like
way back.
yeah, so way back, like in the I would say like 97, 98 is
Oh
the
yeah,
only
so
time I
that's
really remember catching the bus. So with them, it was a new experience. I was like, oh, I'm outside. Like I'm outside doing shit. But
usually
yeah,
having your
so
way.
that's how that's why my high school experience was good. And then as we moved on through the years, we was doing shit we wasn't supposed to be doing. We was cutting classes and shit, skipping school, going to Old Town Mall, buying breakfast sandwiches, all kind of shit. So that's another reason why it was good for me. Now, as far as my adult life, I was never one of them people who
Let me
wanted
get my
to,
flowers. Hold on.
experience college. I was not the type to like, oh, I can't wait for the college experience. And plus, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. So
Yeah.
I was not anxious to go to college. Somebody suggested, like, hey, if you want something quick, if you want to just make some money, go to dental school, become a dental assistant. And that's what I did. I went to a program that lasted about 9 months. I became a dental assistant. I was that for 5 years. Then I got pregnant. I decided that I wanted to stay home and raise my child because I don't trust motherfuckers, as you should not when it comes to children. And from that point, my daughter was born 2016. I have been a stay-at-home mom ever since. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
So as we continue on with our journey in our pseudo podcast, Two Homegirls Chat, and of course our other page is not up right now. Let me see if I can add it back in.
I sent a request. Let me try to send it again.
Oh shit, I didn't see the request, but I did send the
All right, give me a
Oh,
minute.
here we go.
A little echo, but it's all good.
Side note, you like my halfway? I'm not halfway.
I
It's a
do like
V-part.
it. I do like it. I like
It's different. You know, I'm not really a long hair girly, but I'm
Yeah,
trying something different.
yeah, but
I'm
I
not a
like
long
it.
hair girl at all. But
Okay, and I like this view better because y'all can see my Baltimore City up there. I like it.
of course.
I need people to see that where I'm at. God damn.
But you know what I realized, D?
What?
And I mean, we were still doing our introductions and everything like that. But I just wanted to talk about something that we both were speaking of, the universal experience of being poor
Mm-hmm.
in the city.
Yep.
And I think this is something that goes across the board, no matter what city, state, wherever you live at. That people, and I realize I don't see it as much now in
Mm-hmm.
schools that I teach at because these kids are a little different. They're not like they're violent. Some of them are a
Mm-hmm.
lot more violent physically than we
Mm-hmm.
were, I believe.
Yeah,
But when it
absolutely.
comes to having empathy,
Mm-hmm.
they're a lot more empathetic.
That makes sense.
Like
That,
the openness and the dialogue is a lot different than it was. Like for
yeah.
us, we was teasing you for not having no shoes, like for not having the shit. But
Yeah.
these niggas is going to school in Balenciagas. So I feel like they
Man.
aren't teasing their peers because it's like, we know you can't afford this. We know your mother can't
Yeah.
afford this.
Right.
And I just, I think about what life looked like for me as a kid growing up
Mm-hmm.
poor and what it looked like for, I'm not going to say poor because we just ain't had no money. We wasn't poor. Now, we did have roaches at one point.
Everybody has some roaches now.
And it's something about growing up with roaches that changes you. You can tell somebody else that grew up with roaches.
Yes.
I can't explain
Yes.
it. I can't
Mm-hmm.
I can't explain what the look is, but you know, oh, you had roaches when you was little
Yeah.
too. Because
Uh-huh.
there's a certain way that you don't put your food on certain
Yeah.
tables. You make sure that you wash a cup out before you
Mm-hmm.
use it at somebody's house. Like it's just certain stuff because it's just like I'm so deep in it. We had roaches so bad, Didi, one time. We was in middle school, we was in elementary school,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a social studies project where we had to do like a poster board or a figure of a state.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget this. I had Washington State, and I had did a, like, not a cookie, but
I
I
feel
did
like I know
like a
where you
like a
going.
paper mache kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
where I used the flour to make the shape. And I
Mm-hmm.
was at my aunt house, who also had roaches.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to open my project up front, they was having a family reunion in Washington State. And I was so blown. And we had to rush out and get me a poster board so that I wouldn't fail my project.
Oh wow.
Child,
That's some crazy shit. You know what would be crazy about that too? So many of us live the same way, but still got teased about it. And that's the weirdest thing in the
yeah, like
world. Like, you know you got roaches too. So what why are you teasing me?
I ain't gonna say which Michi. So Michi is my cousin. I ain't
Oh.
gonna say which house it was, but you could probably guess Michi, the house I was always at. But
I don't know what it
friend,
is, but I cannot see when people come in and out.
yeah.
I cannot see the bush come.
Oh, I share 'em with you. So my cousin Michi
Okay.
was like, shout out to the auntie house with the roaches, LOL. Now, Michi is my cousin, mind you. Me and
Uh-huh.
Michi kind of grew up together. When his family, when they moved out to, it's crazy because we live in the same city, but when your family moved from East Baltimore to Middle River, y'all moved into another
Mm-hmm.
state.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
we live in the
that's probably what it
same
is.
city, but
Probably
my
never
mother
seen the
didn't
family.
drive.
Not till we got
So,
older. Mm-hmm.
yeah, my mother didn't drive. So we just saw each other at family gatherings. And it's crazy because we was talking about how we all was having the same experience. Yeah, some people got teased and some people didn't. I remember it
Man.
was this boy named Barry. I don't remember Barry's last name, but Barry was in my middle school class, and Barry was always dirty and he smelled like pee real bad. And he never came to school.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as an adult,
You understand.
Barry, first of all, Barry dusted somebody's boots, and that's why they stopped messing with him. I don't remember who he beat up, but he beat them to smithereens.
Mm-mm.
But once he did that, that's when they stopped messing with him. But he also rarely ever came to school. Like, he was chronically absent and stuff like that because whatever was going on in his household
Mm-hmm.
was big.
Yeah.
And we as kids didn't realize it. Like, they used to tease Barry for smelling like pee all the time. I'm like, damn, Barry traumatized.
Yeah.
I hope Barry all right.
Yeah.
I
See, the
hope
thing
Barry's all
is,
right.
what I will admit to is I have caught myself. I wouldn't say making fun, but definitely mentioning people who had weird odors, at least in high school.
Oh, you
But
hate a funky person.
this was
You
my
hate a
thing
funky
with that.
person.
It wasn't even the fact that they had an odor. It's the fact that how you gonna have an attitude and an odor. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna be an asshole and be sick? Like, you can't be both. You gotta pick a
Wait,
struggle.
wait,
You can't.
they had a funky ass attitude.
Yeah, like, no, you can't have no funky ass attitude and be funky. You got it. So that's what bothered me about that. That's why I think I kind of brought it up a lot because it wasn't like the only person I have ever been to school with that
Right.
had a little older. But that shit pissed me off. Like, you gotta be a little bit more humble given your circumstances. But
Mm,
I feel you. You definitely look at it now, like, they probably ain't even always have running water,
yeah.
even hot water or whatever the case. You never know what the fuck we was going through. But yeah, so it's like,
But what gets me is when grown people do it. Like, you're teasing
yeah,
people knowing that
but
niggas is really not having it like that.
that's
Like,
where we get it from. That's where we used to get that shit from adults. We used to do shit that we used to think that shit was okay because they did it. And it's the weirdest thing in the world. And it's just so funny. I was having this conversation with somebody a little while ago, and they was not trying to admit that niggas was kind of poor in the 90s.
Niggas
I
was kind of poor in the
some
90s.
of us were poorer than others. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nobody had no money. I'm gonna put it like that. We did not have money. Like, wasn't nobody going out of town? Wasn't nobody even really going to Whitemarsh. Like, if you lived in
Not
Baltimore
niggas
City,
wasn't going to Whitewash.
niggas wasn't going to Whitemarsh. Niggas wasn't going to Towson. The only if we ever, I think a couple
You had
times
East
maybe
Point,
I could
or you
probably
might go
count.
to Mondawmin.
You know what? The only reason why I didn't go to Mondawmin is because that's the West Side.
Yeah.
So my family never went to Mondawmin. We went to East Point. So the only place we ever went was East Point, to the movies, to the mall, and the Chuck E. Cheese. That's literally
Mm-hmm.
the only place we went. And we went to Cactus Willie's like every single Friday. Every
Listen,
single
and when you
Friday.
went to Cactus Village, you better not be your age.
Yep.
You had
Definitely.
better not. If you 13 and you
When
ain't got
you
no
went,
titties yet, you're
yeah.
9.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
definitely
that.
not.
Or
You
that.
definitely not.
You're
Like that's
9.
the only
And
place
don't
we
you dare
went.
come in
Like
there and say your real age.
the only time I remember, I probably count on one hand the times I went to White Marsh. The only time I went out there, my family decided we was gonna go to the movies, and it felt like going on a trip
Mm-hmm.
because the drive seemed so far, and it was so pretty, and it was big, and all of that. I could, like I said, I can count on one hand, and it's weird. So when people say poor, right, you also think of, it's not only a monetary thing.
Yeah.
Because I used to look at other people's circumstances, and wonder why they used to envy my situation so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it was because I had a father in my household. So in my neighborhood, and I never noticed this. The only reason why I ever noticed it is because my father used to rub it in. And I still never really got it when he would say it. I used to think he was just trying to, get on me a little bit, or, I had gotten in trouble, so he wanted to fuss. He used to be like, you got to realize, like, I'm the only father in this neighborhood. We got the only car in the neighborhood. Like, you got to realize how privileged you are. And I'm like, nigga, what? You're not really saying nothing. But when I got a little older and I actually looked around my neighborhood,
You was
I'm
like,
like,
oh, niggas
oh,
is
it's
not having it out
no
here.
other fathers in this neighborhood. Like, none. Like, and it was at least maybe 20 houses on my block.
I remember where you lived at, yeah.
There was no fathers, no other fathers living in the neighborhood. Nobody drove in my neighborhood. Everybody caught the bus. So literally, and my parents, they were pretty sweet because every time we would go to like Chuck E. Cheese, Cactus Willie's, it would be, we wouldn't do it all the time because, like I said, we went to Cactus Willie's literally every Friday. But
Yeah.
every so often, we would
Everybody
literally
is
pack all the
crazy.
kids in the neighborhood in the car, and they would come with us wherever we went. The Cactus Willie's, Chuck E. Cheese, they would just go because my father had one of these really long, beat up ass station wagons where you could
Not
fit
the
like 30 fucking
not the one
people.
with the wood panels.
Yes, the one with the wood panel. The only difference is his shit was faded. It was like tie dyed. It was so faded and rusty, and we was still, we was still chucking along in that motherfucker. The kind where the door opened at the back.
No
So we
way.
open that little back door in the back of the
And
car.
everybody would
Everybody
hop in that hoe.
climbing,
Mm-hmm.
and we be good. But yeah, man,
I remember my
yeah,
grandmother had one of them station wagons, child.
I
We used
love
to
the
have a
station
good
wagon.
time getting in the back of the station. Now kids don't even get to live the life
They
of
don't.
risk like we used to live. Like we used to ride
They
around
don't.
with no seatbelt. Cars that didn't have one. Like it just
Yeah,
physically was no seatbelt in the
it
car.
definitely
But
wasn't on
it
the car.
it would get me because the car didn't have no seatbelts, but it had a ashtray.
It definitely had an ashtray.
The priorities was just not there. But it's crazy because when you think about like I sometimes wonder if shit is just really high for
Mm-hmm.
us or if we're bougie and that be our problem. Because our parents, a lot of stuff was not as expensive for them as it is for us,
Yeah.
but also we really really go for a higher quality.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little
We
bit
go
of
for
both.
a lot higher quality, higher
Higher
quality.
quality. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it depends on what you're talking about. It depends on what you're talking about. And it also depends on our age. I
Yeah,
think early 20s, we was probably like, oh, I ain't fucking with that. But when we hit about 28, 30. It's
I
like,
stayed the
look,
same. Hmm.
how much it costs?
Yeah.
How much it costs? Because I gotta make sure I pay my bills.
Right.
So, what's the price tag on that? Can I get a discount? We start
Listen,
to
because I just
appreciate.
started looking for teacher discounts
Listen, I can't believe that because you've been teaching for a long ass time. You could have been taking advantage of plenty of teacher
and should
discounts.
have. The first time I used
Plenty of
my
teacher
teacher's
discounts.
discount is when I got this apartment. Because I
Yep.
said I'd be damned if I'm
I'm
about
about
to
to say
keep
you
paying
be
full
here for
price
a
for
month,
everything.
all kind of shit.
Yeah. Whenever
Yeah.
I do decide to buy a house, if and when I decide to buy a house, I'm going to use the
Yep.
fact that I'm a teacher to get them discounts
You
because
absolutely should. You should take advantage.
yeah, I'm going to. But
Because
like I
at
feel
the
like
end of the day, the shit
yeah.
that teachers have to put up with these children, they deserve a fucking discount. You definitely need to at anytime you get a chance, you need to be taking advantage of that discount.
Cause he in here cussing my damn cats out.
Oh Lord, and
You can you
but
hear him in the
you
background
good
cussing the
because
cats
we
out?
I can't.
Oh,
I
must got
can't
the
hear
because
him
I
at
got the
all.
noise counseling.
See, I need to get
When I
one.
tell you, yeah, the noise canceling really do what it need to do. But it was something I wanted to talk about in terms of because it was something that we were talking about neighborhoods and how you were
Mm-hmm.
saying how close your neighborhood was back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I experienced that as well. Not
Mm-hmm.
not as much, obviously, because you lived in the same house basically up until you was grown.
Yeah. Yep.
We moved hella times. So I'm gonna give you the math.
Mm-hmm.
From 94 to 96. No,
Mm-hmm.
90, like 93 to 96. We
Mm-hmm.
lived in the schoolhouse apartment buildings on North Avenue.
Yeah, I
Very
know.
hood, very trenchy, very much drugs. Very much we
Mm-hmm.
had to get the fuck up out of there. So then
Yeah.
we moved from there to Durham Street, once again,
Mm-hmm.
still down the hill. Um, which is like, right around the corner from Wolf Street.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right around the corner from Wolf Street. We
Mm-hmm.
lived there up until the end of elementary school, and we moved
Mm-hmm.
to 27th Street. Once again, still very hood.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing less hood. It's not even like a lateral
Yeah.
movement up. It's just the
It's
same
like
amount of
going
hood
from hood
everywhere I
to
go.
not hood to mm-hmm.
So we moved there, whatever. Stayed with my uncle. Now that was the worst time. Oh my goodness. And it's like, hey Reggie,
He must be having a time with them
he
cats.
having
Lord.
a terrible time with the cats, but like, come on, bro. Hey Theo. Oh, but I was saying so.
Hey
We
Theo,
moved.
I can't see you, but I'm gonna say every time you say hi, I'm gonna say hi.
You say "Ah, that sounds good. So we we moved to 27th Street and we lived with my uncle. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about families, you never know what somebody else is going through. Me and my mom was living in the living room space,
Mm-hmm.
um, in my uncle's house
Yep.
because my mother's landlord had went up on rent or something like that. I don't know because I
Mm-hmm.
was a child
Right.
and all I knew was we was moving. I didn't know my
Mm-hmm.
mother's finances. I knew
Right.
she ain't have it.
Mm-hmm.
I did know that. I knew she ain't like you don't know how poor you are.
Mm-hmm.
You just know that your parents can't afford it. Which gets me right now because these kids be thinking their parents can afford it. Stop lying to your kids. Y'all are broke as shit.
That's what it is. They be lying like a motherfucker.
Stop lying to your kids. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
afford the. You just put the Balenciagas on Klarna. You're going to be paying
Mm-hmm.
that for 9 months.
I
Put that baby in some K Swiss.
don't
Put that baby in some K Swiss because at the end of the day, like so then we moved from 27th
It's a whole other thing.
Street.
I
We
know.
moved from 27th Street out Cherry Hill. We
Mm-hmm.
lived out Cherry Hill for a few years. Cherry Hill was where it all went, or where my innocence went to die.
Mm-hmm.
Quite literally. Now, Cherry Hill's not a bad neighborhood. It's actually a very family oriented neighborhood. Everybody out there bitch is cousins. Everybody out Cherry Hill is cousins. And you don't find out that they're cousins until you're about to fight.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's when you find out that everybody out there bitch related. That's why I never got into it. Nobody. I had one homegirl. Her name was Brittany Trainum, and I used to hang out with her cousin too, because she
Mm-hmm.
was my friend, so we all hung out. But Brittany was my one friend out Cherry Hill. Brittany used to whoop everybody's ass. Brittany
Get
used to beat
down.
everybody up.
Playing with
She used
you.
to beat everybody up, and I love that for her. And she real like she still to this day she works in her community. Like she does
Oh,
makeup classes for the kids in the community. Like she still be active in Cherry Hill and stuff like that. Her
that's
family is
cool.
very well known. Like she's that girl. I love her, Brittany. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, she used to beat the shit out of people, and she was real pretty. So me as a middle schooler, what did I say? I gotta be friends with her
Uh-huh.
because I'm not getting my ass whooped.
That's how it be. People try you if you cute.
Hmm.
They be thinking, oh, she don't know how to fight.
So this is what gave me anxiety in middle school. And I don't know if kids are watching this. If they are, oh well, I'm grown. If I'm cussing, it is what it is. But
Mm,
the thing that gave me anxiety in middle school, and I be trying to teach this to, I don't teach middle school on purpose because they're the worst kind of people. Middle school is where you just choose to be your worst possible self because you know right from wrong, but you go
mm-hmm.
with what's popular.
Yep.
And unfortunately, for some people, they never get out of that. Some people be like, all right, well, I'm gonna be my own person, but other people be like, I'm gonna just continue to follow the crowd. And that's where you get people
Mm-hmm.
who worship celebrities and stuff like that. You was the same one that was a follower in middle school. I'm convinced.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the thing that gave me anxiety in middle school and made me never really focus
Mm-hmm.
after seventh grade was this is so stupid. I've never told this story, but I never even told you this story, and we've been friends for damn near 20 something
Decade.
years.
Mm-hmm.
So before I say this, I'm gonna come back to it. But so I was in middle school, seventh grade, and I did not go to school this day. Don't know why I didn't go to school, but I was on the phone with my great grandmother standing outside.
Mm-hmm.
I had my little cordless phone, was not a cell phone, still a house phone, a little cordless phone standing outside
Mm-hmm.
talking to my great grandmother. This girl and a crew, it was a crew of them. I never forget, it was boy Raymond, Sade, um, the girl Jessica, who was supposed to be my friend, and it was a couple other people.
Mm-hmm.
So Sade walks up to me and hits me. It wasn't a hard hit, like she went up and did
Mm-hmm.
like this to me. Now, from afar, it probably seemed like she really hit me. She came
Mm-hmm.
up to me, did like this, and I'm just like, I'm not a fighter.
Right.
I'm not a fighter. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
now if I hit you back, what's gonna happen? She was like, then we're gonna be fighting. I was just like, all right, well. And I went my ass back in the house. But my ego was
Yeah.
really fucked up about it. So of course I told Brittany
Yeah.
about it.
Because that's supposed to be your friend.
Yeah. Shawty wasn't
Mm-hmm.
my friend. Shawty wasn't my friend. But the girl,
What you say, Jessica?
Jessica, was supposed to be my friend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I can't help but to wonder, maybe I did or said something. Because you know I be talking shit about people behind their back sometimes. I do know
Sometimes
that
you
I
do.
do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do that. So I probably did say something about her and they got back to her. Who knows? But yeah.
But even the way, because it wasn't even a hit. It sounded like a touch.
Give a
It
fuck about these
sounded
speaking
like she
monkeys.
ain't really, huh?
I don't give a fuck about these monkeys. Must have not y'all on here name dropping. I'm name dropping and fuck you. Lucky I didn't give last names. Because I remember. I remember. I remember all that
But
shit.
I
Fuck
think
the
it was
rules.
probably a situation where it was like they egged her on kind of shit. And she went up to you and she kind of tried it to see what she was gonna do because she probably
Hmm.
wasn't really about it either. But she knew her
She wasn't.
friends was behind her, like,
She wasn't. She
okay.
got beat up the next year in school. It was crazy.
And she probably was glad that she was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Because she
Because
probably
at the
wouldn't
end
have
of the
ever
day,
thought
it's like
shit
five of y'all.
ever.
It's five of y'all. I can count. If I start fighting you, the rest of them are going to jump in. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I never was, I'll be a
Is it
whore
them?
before I'll be an asshole.
Right. Or
I'll be a
idiot.
whore before I'll be an idiot. I'm not getting beat up
Because
for
you
you.
ain't about to get me
For
stomped
what?
in this ground.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Okay. For what?
Absolutely
What
not.
reason? For what reason? What reason am I doing
Exactly.
that? And mind you, I was minding my business. I don't bother nobody. And I knew I didn't bother nobody. I really did not never. So from that moment on, I had a lot of social anxiety when it came to coming to school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it seemed like it was such a minute incident. But when
Mm-hmm.
you look back at it, you like, what caused me to veer off of the path
Yeah.
of the good girl when I was younger? And I
Yeah.
realized it was that. And if it wasn't for me becoming friends with all of you, I would probably be a top notch whore.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. One thing about it, I don't get along with people who ain't
Yeah, I ain't doing that,
doing
monkeys. You
right.
got it.
And when I say ain't doing right, I ain't saying like you on the straight and narrow. Because like I said, we cut a few classes. We did some shit we weren't supposed to do. But I'm talking about that bullying energy, and
Yeah.
that popular girl energy. Like I like to step on people kind of shit.
Yeah, we
I
didn't have any
can't
friends like
get
that.
I can't get with people like that. So anytime I had friends, it was always people that we just like to have a good time.
Yeah.
That was
And
it.
I think what was so unique about our friend group was that nobody was really a hater.
No.
We ain't
Mm-mm.
had no haters in our friend group. Like
Nope.
everybody was. Now we may have had
We had some disagreements.
some disagreements. We may have even had some statements that wasn't the best,
Yes.
but not me because I ain't never said shit to your face that was like
Right.
that.
We
So
had some disagreements.
I definitely had my comments behind, definitely with some group chat messages, but just outright saying what the fuck I had. And maybe that's why I
Right.
ain't as close to motherfuckers now. Maybe they just still hold on to shit from group chat messages. I don't know. But
Well, we know at least one of them is.
that bullying shit is why we can't have a class reunion. I just keep thinking about how I really want to plan a class reunion for senior.
I told you
I
I
really
gave up
want
on
to
class
plan our class
reunion.
reunion.
I
I
gave up.
want us to do I want us to do a Spirit of Baltimore cruise.
That
Something
it would
real
be nice.
simple
It would be
that
nice.
we can do.
But after at least the third
Yeah.
class reunion that was supposed to be planned, you know what it was for me? It was the one we were actually supposed. It was the one I think
Well, it was
Ariel
fully
planned.
planned that
We
no,
actually,
not
me and
Ariel.
Marquise actually sent
Not
money in.
Ariel. Ebony Ebron planned it.
Oh, she planned it. Okay. I know me and Marquise actually sent money in, all kind of shit. Once it got to the point where Ariel had to contact us and say, look, I'm sending y'all money back because it's not happening. After that, I was done.
Hmm.
I don't got time to be
And it was
playing.
messed up because she used her connections to get us a space,
Yeah, like it's like, and then
and everybody
like,
shitted on it, but nobody else had ideas.
but y'all waited until the very last minute to take issue with the venue or with how things been planned
A weekend
when she
cruises are
had been.
crazy. I don't want to be with them niggas for a weekend.
Yeah, no, that's another reason why I ain't with it because I don't got time for the energy either. Like the energy that y'all giving, that they was giving in the group and the little what was we on Facebook or whatever,
Hmm.
it's gonna be the same energy in person, and I don't have time for that. Like we way too grown for all that nonsense. But it's like this girl been planning this shit for
Hmm.
it had been months, and she let
Marquise,
us
did you
know
ever
every
add me
step.
into the Dunbar group on Facebook again? Did you ever add me back?
I don't think so.
I think I made that group.
Did
I think I did
you?
with my other
Girl,
page. I don't
I
know. I
been
be
in that
bored
motherfucker as
making
long as
stuff.
the only time I'll go into that group, in all honesty, is if I see one of y'all posted it. Like I think Marquise posted it in one day. You had
Yeah,
posted it in. I think I seen. I'll go and like if I see Albert post something because he'll go in
yeah.
there and
Because
like
Albert posts more than
memorialize it and
anybody.
stuff. So that's literally the only time I go in there. Otherwise, I don't go to the
Messing my
goddamn
neck
page
up.
because they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. I don't got time for the energy. They play too much. And I ain't saying you can't play. I ain't trying to act like, just because we grown, we can't play a little bit. You can, but sometimes that shit get out of hand. Like that shit that went on with fucking Saturday and Jasmine. I don't know how that shit went left.
It went left because it never got resolved in high school.
Yeah, I don't got time for that.
And it's crazy because it's crazy because it's like, we're grown now.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Williams will not keep me off your motherfucking ass. Not me. Not me. Not
Mm-hmm.
me, Anita Wade, because I
Mm-hmm.
can't fight. I don't fight. But somebody else that can physically fight.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Williams ain't gonna keep them off your ass, so keep it cute. And I feel like it was a lot of people that we went to school with that didn't know
Yeah.
how to keep it cute, that
Mm-hmm.
was actually complete fucking assholes and they
Mm-hmm.
had no reason to be.
And see,
Because they had people to back them up.
yep.
We're
Mm-hmm.
grown now though.
Mm-hmm.
We're adults now, and you're probably not gonna get your ass whipped because people have real jobs and stuff now, and they're not trying
Right.
to lose them. But I don't know. I feel like we could probably do it. I feel like that's a lost art, but not just with our classes. I was looking and a few classes didn't have a class reunion.
They
Is
didn't.
class reunions just not a thing no more? Do niggas just not do it?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like at least around the decade that we graduated though,
Yeah,
people were having class reunions. They might not be doing it
yeah.
now, but we was the only class.
That wasn't
And
class reunion
I
about
feel like in any city or state that was not having
just having no class reunions.
every time I
Oh,
turned around some class, in some
Was
city in
having a
South. I'm
reunion.
over in Georgia, and niggas was down here having class reunions, and we just could never. We just could never get right. We couldn't get right when we was in school together.
Listen, she ain't give a fuck about she listen, Shaznia didn't not give a fuck about it because she
She
was
didn't give
working
a
at
fuck.
the counter. She was working at the counter at Towson. She didn't give a goddamn.
She didn't give a
She
fuck.
had shit to lose at that moment.
And
But
you
I
know
just
what?
feel like,
This is what I'll say about this. People feel like when you get older and you get out of high school and years have passed, you should just get over
and that's
any
not true.
aggressions. And that's just dependent upon the person. Because for me, I definitely had issues with people we went to high school with. And for me, it wasn't serious enough to take it into my adult life. So I kind of just
Right.
said, fuck it. You know what I mean? I can be in the same room with these people and get along with them at 35 years old because we were in school when we were 16. It's not that big of a deal to me. But
Right.
you can't tell somebody else who
How to
probably had
feel.
a very
Yeah.
different experience from what I had, a rougher experience than what I had. You can't tell
Mm-hmm.
them, oh, you should just get
Because
over
in
it.
reality it shaped her life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you think about it. And it's crazy because I remember she was at the Emerson camp with us. Even though we talking about people on the internet.
Yeah, I
She
do
don't follow
remember
me, I
that.
don't care.
I remember her being
But
at the.
she was there and I just knew she was about to get to Dunbar and it was gonna be rainbows and skittles for her. And we got there and she got bullied. And I was just like, why though? She's so cool. Like,
And you know what? It's funny because it's just like how you said certain things gave you social anxiety.
mm-hmm.
It was probably very different for her. She probably had a really good elementary school
Yep.
experience, a really good middle school experience, because she was very chipper. I remember her being, a
Yep.
very excitable person. And then you get to Dunbar, and it was probably completely different for
Because
her, and
everybody was mean as
probably
shit there.
but for us, I had already had bad experiences in elementary school and middle school and all of that. So I
Yeah.
was already expecting bullshit. But for her, it probably was
Like a
completely
real
different.
culture
It was
shock,
probably
yeah.
a real shock for her.
Well, I hope she's
And it's
doing well. I hope
sad.
her kids are doing well.
It is sad when, that carries on into your adult life, the shit that you got to deal with in high school. Because there's so many people. It's so
Hmm.
many people who was bullied in high school and they can't get over it.
That's why
Like
you
that
see them on
shit.
the internet projecting in
Mm-hmm.
the comments.
Yep. And another thing that irritates me is like the bullies can't just be grown and say, you know what,
I'm
I
sorry.
did this
Because
thing to
that's still bullies though. They haven't changed
crazy.
that spirit. That spirit is still the same.
It was even down to the point where I remember somebody, I forgot who it was, somebody said in the group who was being bullied in high school, wasn't nobody being bullied. I'm like, oh, so y'all just gonna blatantly just lie
Act
and
like
act like
nobody got bullied.
wasn't actually getting, wasn't nobody being bullied in that school.
Wait,
Nobody.
nobody being bullied? That's what you saying? And even if it wasn't necessarily bullying, nobody wants to wake up, go to school, eat lunch at 9 o'clock in the morning, and be antagonized.
Right.
I got this chocolate milk on my stomach right now, and you out here bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, being an old, you know what? Old bullies kill me too, and they really do exist. Old bullies really exist, and it's like always the person that's been at the workplace the longest, who
They sure do.
treats it under the guise of expertise. No, you're not an
Mm-hmm.
expert. You're an asshole,
Yep.
and you feel comfortable treating people a certain way because nobody has checked you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
Nobody
that.
popped your lips when you was a kid, and
Mm-hmm.
that's your problem.
Yep. People like that always feel like they got a bunch of insecurities
Yeah,
within themselves that they don't know how to ratify, so they take it out on other people. And it be
you need
that
to go see
family
that
member.
lady.
It be
If you are
family members.
old ass bully, you need to go see that lady.
Yeah. It be family
Bullying your
members who
daughter,
don't ever
you
tell
you
you
need
like,
to go
girl,
see
you
that
need to chill
lady.
the fuck out.
Yeah. No, it'd be the family members. It'd be the family members defending you. Oh, you know that's just how she is.
Yeah, that's just how she is. That's just how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Chantel about to get her ass cussed out because that's how I am.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I like about our generation. We don't play that, oh, that's just how she is. That's just how he is. Like that.
No, because no, you're supposed to change every day.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you the same person that you was yesterday?
Yeah, that's
Take
true.
some notes. Go read some. Go watch some highlight reels or something. Figure it out. Because why are you raggedy as
Mm-hmm.
shit today? You was raggedy yesterday. You gonna be raggedy today?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know.
Look at the
I
crazy.
think one thing I will say though about adulthood is you only have a certain amount of time them cats is in there terrorizing him. You only have a certain amount of time before shit gets not so funny as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like people who be grown be a lot like they be like, "Oh, you so hostile." No, people play with me my whole life, and you decided to jump on this list, and I'm gonna let you know tickets are no longer being sold for this carnival ride, bitch. Now we at the circus, and now I got to clown, but not me. I don't be having no issues with people. People don't be giving me no problems. I've
I
never really had
people because
issues with
I
bullying
just don't be
either.
around people. So.
Yeah, I can't say that was the only experience that I would say that I felt like I was bullied when I
Mm-hmm.
was in middle school, but I ain't never been bullied. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even when we got to high school, granted, I stayed out the way, but I used to watch people be like, damn, you just gonna let that happen, huh?
Yep.
You gonna let this nigga talk to you like that? As a man, as a boy, you gonna let this boy talk to you like that? Okay, because he could play basketball a little bit? All right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Don't.
like people need to do a better job. Like, I feel like people need to do a better job with their kids. Now, granted, I don't have
Yeah.
any, and I don't know if I ever will, but I think people need to do a better job of teaching their kids not to be bullies
Mm-hmm.
and teaching their kids to stand up for themselves. Because,
Yeah.
and this is me saying this as a teacher, I used to
Mm-hmm.
hate when I taught kindergarten. I hated when I taught kindergarten, and the kid was always, it's always one punch, and then there's another punch, and then the response was, well, my mother told me if somebody hit me, hit them back. Okay, can y'all teach your kids with context? If somebody hits you on purpose,
Mm-hmm. Not if somebody tap you.
not if somebody tap you by accident. If somebody
Uh-huh.
hit you on purpose,
Uh-huh.
first go tell the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
If the teacher don't do nothing, which is gonna happen 70% of the time, it's 30 kids in here.
Mm-hmm.
Now me, when I was teaching kindergarten, and hopefully none of my kindergarten kids is on here or their parents. If they are, oh well, sue me.
Mm-hmm.
When a kid went and hit another kid in my class, I would whisper to the child, "Did you hit them back?" And they're like, "No." I'm like,
Go hit the ass.
go hit their ass back. I wouldn't say ass, but I said, go hit them back.
Mm-hmm.
Go hit them back. Because no.
That's crazy. Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you from a parent's perspective. I definitely tell my child, this is what I do. Because my daughter is only 9 years old. But the older she gets, I try to give her a little leeway. I try to let her make her own decisions a little bit. The first lesson is if somebody hits you, hit their ass back. That's what.
Mm-hmm.
But she understands the difference between somebody playing with her and somebody balling up their fist and hitting her. First of all, she knows she shouldn't be touched anyway. I tell her all the time, shouldn't nobody be touching you, and you shouldn't be touching nobody. Hands need to be kept to themselves in the first place. But if somebody hit you, hit them back. But I'm gonna give you a choice. You got two options, and these are the only two options you got. Either somebody hit you, you hit their ass back. If you don't feel comfortable with that, because I ain't even gonna try to act like you missed you missed get big and bad and you want to fight. I ain't gonna try to put that on you. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you need to tell your teacher. But those are the only two options you got. You either tell an adult or you hit their ass back. That's the only two options. You don't have no other options. Now, mind you, I don't know if I told you this. She got in a little bit of a scuffle maybe like 3 months ago. Little girl was playing with her hair. She turned around and told her to stop. And the little girl pushed her in the back or something. So Troy said she hit her, but it probably wasn't a hit like you would hit somebody. Cause she's like I said, she's not that type of kid. She ain't.
Mm-hmm.
But her and in her way, she hit the girl back. The girl started fighting on her. So the teacher came, broke it up. The principal called me and vice principal, let me know what's going on. And he was like, well, she did hit the girl back, but she's not in any trouble, because we know that the girl hit her first. And, we did let her know that she should tell the teacher. I was like, well, let me let you know something. I told her that if somebody hit her, hit the ass back. He like, I know, Mom, I know, she told us. I'm like, okay, I just want you to know that came from me. I don't want you to look at her thinking
Mm-hmm.
that she took it upon herself to hit that child. I told her if somebody put their hands on her in a way they shouldn't, hit their ass back. And he was like, okay, well, we talked to her. But what was funny, he told Troy this. He did not tell me this. He told her, the only time you should hit somebody back is in a crisis. He did not tell me this. Troy had to come home and tell me that he told her this. And I'm like, how the fuck is you gonna tell my child
What a
what a
crisis
crisis?
is.
How do you know what a crisis is to her? To a child who has never been in any type of physical altercation,
Right.
any argument, anything, that was probably a crisis for her. She never been in no shit like that. How
A
the fuck
crisis
you
for
gonna
a
tell her?
9-year-old don't look like a crisis for a 30-year-old.
Exactly. To her, a little girl swinging on her, she probably was scared to death. Don't tell my child with no crisis. You don't know what the fuck a crisis is. And
I
because
cut my
you
eyebrow off
can't,
at 9. Do you think I would know what the fucking crisis is?
exactly. And because you can't help her interpret what a crisis is, she gonna do what I tell her to do. Fuck what
Right.
you talking about. She gonna do what I tell her to do, which is next time, again, somebody put their hands on you, you got two options. Hit their ass back or tell the teacher. That's it. You don't got no other options.
No, Marquise, but for real though, you know what's crazy? That's why Marquise had the friend set. Marquise said in the group chat, not in the group chat, in the chat, he said, yeah, they hated me because I wasn't going for none of it. He definitely was not one of them people who just let anybody
Yeah, he
roll
wasn't.
over
We was
him.
talking about that the other day. Like,
Definitely didn't let anybody roll over him, and you could tell in the friend group that you had.
yeah.
Because there was some friend groups out here that was like, oh, we want to hang out with these set of people. This set of people hung out with this set of people because
But
they
I
was
don't know.
willing to.
He'll tell you different even about the friend group. It was kind of a friend group for him. But yeah, he wasn't playing with the people. And that would be the thing because it's like he was very smart and he actually did his work and he got good
Mm-hmm.
grades. And when you a person who do your work and you get good grades, people be thinking they can try you. Like, oh, he a smart nigga. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck with him. Nah, you ain't. You thought you was. You thought you was. But it's funny. I still remember that time he was about to get into it with Rebecca in the gym.
Over back.
This was, I think it was 10th
What?
grade.
That's so
Yeah.
random.
No, he was. It wasn't. It wasn't Rebecca at first. It was Chavis. He was getting into it with him, and Chavis was about to fight over some shit that Chavis started. But then Rebecca, she tried to jump in it kind of thing. She tried to add her little 2 cents in. So then he was getting into it with her too, because he had equal opportunity.
Yeah, he don't give a
Yeah.
fuck who it is.
Like, look, if you want to bother me, you can get it too, type thing, right? But that's the first time I remember seeing him in an altercation. I'm like, oh Lord, what the fuck is going on over there? What damn? I think this was
Oh,
early 10th
Rebecca.
grade. Yeah, that
Rebecca
was
was one
that
of them
time
people
we
in
had
school that
that.
I admired. I admire her so bad because she just always gave a fuck. Like
Cool.
Rebecca, like she always gave. You know what? You know how much you know how much effort you got to put in to always give a fuck. Like looking at somebody like me who never gave a
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
She always gave a fuck about the
She
people. I'll put
always
it that
well,
way.
she always gave. No, I was gonna say she always gave a fuck about her grades in school. Like she stayed on
Yeah,
top of that. I always respected how she did that.
she did. She stayed on top of shit. She
Now, was
she
she nosy
she
a little bit?
she had
Yes,
yeah,
but
but
definitely
she
stayed on
had
top of her
different
work.
ways of
Yeah,
making sure she stayed on top. You know what I'll
yeah.
say about Rebecca? From what I could tell, it wasn't even always that she was the smartest person in the room.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever she had to do, get along with the teachers, help out here and there, community service type shit, she was gonna
Yeah.
do it to make sure she kept on top of grades.
You know what? If we're talking about people we went to school with, Demetria is doing really well.
I have not seen her. That's
I
gonna be.
haven't seen her. Me and Buddha was randomly looking people up. A couple of weeks
Oh,
ago, we was randomly looking people. We was literally looking at the yearbook and then we was googling people just to see how they was doing or whatever. And she's doing good. She works at Johns Hopkins,
hmm.
and doing something pharmaceutical. Which I don't get me the line. I just know she's doing good, and I'm happy for her.
Good.
We don't never see her, but like it be people like that I would want to see at a high school
Yeah,
reunion. Like I would like to see Demetria. I would like to
but
see
see,
Uju.
I'm
I would
I'm
like
gonna
to see
tell
them
you,
kind of people.
they're not coming.
I know
The people that you actually want to see at the
they're
class
not
reunion,
coming.
they not
Yeah,
going to fucking come because they also don't have time for the bullshit.
yeah.
It's gonna be the people that you don't want to be bothered with.
That's always gonna be in the
That's
mix. They
gonna show
always were the
up.
ones in the mix.
They
Yeah.
always gonna be the one. And
Like I
then,
really want to see Shelby now.
yeah,
No
Shanko,
homo,
Shanko
no homo at all. I had the hugest girl crush on
on
Shelby. I
Shelby.
just thought she was the prettiest. I thought she was so well dressed. I just thought she was so cool, even though she hung out with some people who I
Mm-hmm.
personally didn't prefer their company. She still was just, when you're talking about somebody to just stick to who they are as a person,
Mm-hmm.
no matter who you're around, She
Mm-hmm.
was that kind of person. That's why I like
Shelby was
Shelby.
always cool. Even then, because we went to middle school with her. She was always just an out of the way kind of person. She was never in no drama. She wasn't never like the bullying type. She just came to school, did her thing. She was
Mm-hmm.
always herself. She ain't mind laughing and joking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She was just cool. She was super chill. Shelby was always super chill. Wasn't never in no nonsense, never no drama. No,
Yeah.
but do you remember
Oh my God.
the guidance counselor? They always kept looking for her, but it's the way he kept saying her name, Shelby
Why is
Baker.
this kept? He wasn't a guidance counselor.
What? What? Oh, he wasn't.
Mhm.
I don't know what he was, but either way, I'm like,
He was a
why?
special education teacher.
Oh, okay,
That's why she was running from him.
oh, okay. But
She
look,
didn't want to be bothered with his services.
look. Some people need what they need, and that's okay. But
Yeah.
what used to get me with him is that
He used to stay looking for Shelby.
he
He
used to
used
stay
to
looking for her
say
like he ain't know who she was.
where he could find her. Like, why don't you know what her class is?
Why don't you know what she look? Because he
But
was
he was special, and I understood why Shelby didn't want to be bothered with him because he was
listen.
very special himself. Like, well, what?
Let me tell
He
you,
wasn't there junior year.
was she?
He wasn't there. He was
Oh,
gone by junior year.
he was because I remember. Yeah, he. I did stop seeing him, but that
But
man, that man was
we had,
solid.
he was. We had two. You either get so special educators, and I shouldn't say this as a special educator. Special educators are either really, really sweet,
Mm-hmm.
kind, loving people,
Mm-hmm.
or they're a little bit
Let me tell you something.
themselves.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but I think Marquise know what I'm talking about. Cause I didn't said a few things about a certain somebody, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just saying I agree with what you're saying about special educators.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely either one or the other. Cause I didn't seen a couple that I'm like, something is off. Something ain't right. Something is off. And I wonder what is that? Is it because they can kind of communicate better with the kids? Is that what it
They cannot.
is? Yeah, because
They
I don't
cannot.
know.
I don't know, friend, but as a special educator, just know that I'm not the sweet and kind one.
Yeah, look.
Just know I'm on the other list. Just know I'm on the list. But they're like,
I
something's wrong with her.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I know I didn't see it. Not you.
Don't include me. Go
See,
ahead and have me on the list, friend.
I would have to see you in action. But the ones I've seen in action, I definitely looked and was like,
Mm-hmm.
something's off.
But I'm just a special educator by default. You know,
Mm.
I was the English teacher.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
And bias, English teachers are the best. Hands down.
You know what?
Hey Ty. Ty, we were just talking about high school stuff. You should join us.
Hey, Thais. Every English teacher that I remember having,
That's
I
cool
did
as shit.
like. I did like. No, no. In middle school, we had this. But I liked her and I didn't like her. We had this English teacher. What was her name? My teacher don't know her name. But she worked right across the hall from the math teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this real close friendship to the point where they would walk back and forth to each other's classroom, always asking for help. He was a real tall, balding. He was one of them white men that had like the balding at the top. Then he had the long hair flowing down like strings of hair just flowing. And she was a little short, little old black
My
lady.
wig already off. Ty said, Ty said, hey y'all, girl,
Oh, we already
I'm
are.
in the bed, wig already off. I'm cracking up. No,
But
I
she used to
definitely
run over to his class every time he
mm-hmm.
needed help with some equipment. Zoski, come help me. And
Her
he'd be
name
like,
was Miss Joe
Joe,
Wilson.
yeah.
Marquis
I
said it
mean,
was
Miss
Joe Wilson.
Wilson. Miss Wilson. But he used to call her Joe. Joe, what you
I'm
need,
crying.
Joe? But
I'm cracking up.
they was the cutest little, they had that little thing and it was cute. I don't really remember her being mean. She was just funny to me because she was just this short little black lady and she used to
Mm-hmm.
just say these silly things.
Because she
So
was an English teacher. That is why
I would add her
Marquis.
in that category of cool. I would add
Mm-hmm. Marquise was like, Marquise said being an English teacher like Miss Garnett is crazy. Miss Garnett is the reason why I'm an English teacher.
Miss Gar. I love Miss Garnett.
Miss Garnett is the reason why
I
I'm an
love
English
Miss
teacher.
Kelly. Wasn't he an English teacher?
Mr.
What
Kelly
he
was the
did?
English teacher. Mr. Kelly didn't give a damn. Mr. Kelly didn't read
He
one
didn't
single
give
word
a
we
fuck.
wrote.
He didn't
Mr.
give
Kelly said,
a.
"Oh, this is good. This is good. Good job."
Even me and Crystal had took AP English. Even that teacher was cool. I always get them mixed up. It was either Mr. Gall or the other one that can begin with a
The
G.
other white one. I know you're talking about the white one on the skateboard.
I get their names mixed. Yeah, the white one on the skateboard was the one we had. But is that Gall or was that Gilbert?
Mr. Gilbert was the one that taught everybody. Mr.
Okay,
Gall
well then
was
that was
it was
Gall.
Mr.
Then that's
Gall.
what it was. Even he was cool. He was cool as shit. You might have something there. Every English teacher I think I
Not Ty's hilarious. Ty's gonna say Miss Gordon is the reason that she was terrified of menopause. No, because she was having it. And
Miss
bro, she was
Gardner.
having it so bad. And I
Oh,
got a neck like Miss Garnett. So I already know what it's gonna be like for me when I do actually. Miss Garnett was still she was still wearing her Mary Kay, even though that thing was sweating off that face, honey. That thing was sweating off that face. And people used to get mad when she had handed them a paper. I hated people. Like, I hated how they used to bully the teachers. That's how I
yeah.
knew I was going to be a teacher because it was so bad. Like, she used to hand you a paper, but the paper would have a fingerprint with the makeup. And people like, well, I don't want that paper. Take that makeup paper.
Damn
Shit, Miss
paper.
Garnett going through it.
Well, she
Doing
used
Miss
to stay
Garnett bad.
sweating on people's paper. She used to lean
Mm.
over in that
She
little
used to
sweat.
stay sweating on somebody's paper, bro. It used to be so bad. No, her and Sierra Hayes her and
Hated each other.
Sierra Hayes used to stay getting into it. And it used to be the dumbest shit. They didn't even be in this. It wouldn't even be class time. Like I remember Hayes came to the door looking for somebody else. I think T-Shawn, might have been T-Shawn. One of
Mm-hmm.
their crew. Might have been
Right.
Darnay. Might have been one of them. She came to the door and was talking to Darnay. And here go Miss Gunner, get out of my doorway or something like that. And Sierra's like, girl, I wasn't even talking to you. She Miss Gunner was like, but I'm talking to you.
Yo, high school
Yeah,
was
I
the
just felt so
funniest,
bad for her. Yo, she was going through it so bad.
the funniest times I think I ever had. My life was in high school. We had some funny times, some funny ass teachers. Miss
We had some
Jones.
funny ass. Miss Jones was so.
Miss Jones was
You guys are
hilarious.
bullshitters.
She used to sound like I
The
used to say.
fact that she sat and wrote bullshit on the wall, yo, she was so. You know how mad you gotta be to cuss in writing
She could
in
not
a high school.
stand us.
Bro, she hated us. You guys
Yo.
need to go back to middle school.
She used to be like, all right, middle schoolers.
She You
Girls.
guys
Like, you know
are
what?
bullshitters.
Stand in
You're
front of my car.
bullshitters.
Stand in front of my car at 3:05 or 4 o'clock, whatever the fuck time we
Why
got.
did we ever get out of school at 4 o'clock? Like that shit was so
Yeah.
crazy.
Y'all don't mind me. I'm sitting here eating these Girl Scout cookies that I really shouldn't be eating, but I'm eating.
Did you not supposed to be eating them?
Here's the thing.
You're supposed to be selling them.
Some of them just too good for me to pass on.
Right.
My
Which kind?
family then went through about 10 of them Girl Scout cookie boxes by now since we even got them. Now, what I will say is the only reason why I'm eating this particular pack, which I don't really enjoy, I just like the nibble on. My daughter, I told her to clean my dining room table off.
Mm-hmm.
She does this thing at 9 years old, but she like to spray my entire bottle of Lysol on the table. It does not take that much. I have had this conversation with her sometime. Spray my entire bottle of Lysol. The cookie box was on the table. Instead of moving the cookie box, she left it there, soaked
Right.
my dining room table with Lysol, barely wiped it. So by the time I saw her, the box was soaked. I'm like, well, I can't
Right.
sell this box. And I had never tasted these cookies. These are the toffee tastic. So I was like, well, here's my
What they call
opportunity. Toffee tastic. It's
toffee
kind of
tastic?
like, it's almost like kind of a knockoff version of like butter crunch cookies.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what it tastes like. And yeah, I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and eat them because I can't sell the box now. The box is destroyed, so I
Right.
can't sell it.
So that was the leeway for you to eat it.
That was the leeway for me to, because I was about to throw them away. But I was like, you know what? I never tried
Right.
these things. Let me try them.
Mm.
They're all right. I
I
know
don't
people get
like that you're throwing my goddaughter under the bus because you wanted to
stuff.
eat them cookies.
Let me tell you. Them
And you know
children
what?
gonna do what they want. I'm gonna say that. Them children,
Gonna do what they want.
they gonna do what the hell they want.
I've
And
been meaning to say this the entire time we was talking because we got on here and I mentioned how we're best friends and yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, you're my best friend because Marquise is your best friend. Like, in reality, we friends. We've been friends forever, but Marquise is actually your best friend.
That's true. But you
Yeah,
can have two best friends.
you can
Cause
allegedly.
y'all are both my best friends for very different reasons, though.
Yes, I cannot provide a service that Marquise
Yeah,
provides.
you can't provide the same service.
No,
You cannot provide those
cannot
services,
provide the
and I do
services.
need those services.
And hey, because
So
one thing about them services, they need to be served.
they
Amen.
need to be served.
Okay,
But yeah,
I
y'all
know
both
that's
my
right.
best friends in very different ways, and I dare say I pretty much know y'all. So I'm gonna say this: I've known Marquise longer,
Yeah.
but I've really known him. The times that I really known him, I knew y'all around the same amount of time. Like I
Mm,
knew him before that. We met in middle school.
right.
We met in middle school like the summer of 7th grade. We was in the same class in 8th grade. Went to the same high school, but I didn't actually know him until we actually got together. So I really kind of known y'all around the same amount of time.
But y'all been together since we was in 10th grade, right? We 40. Damn
Well, yeah,
near.
of course I know him on a deeper level,
Yeah. Deeper.
but I still y'all both my best friends for very different reasons in very different
Mm,
ways.
yeah. Marquise is like, although I do have two brothers, Marquise is like the brother I never had.
Oh,
In
you know
that,
what?
in that I know that I could call him and ask him for stuff and I'm gonna hear no. I know that I'm gonna hear no.
You know what's funny though? He probably would say yes if it was something. Because the thing is, he the type of person he really don't mind helping people.
He don't.
The problem be when people think they can play with him. That'd be the problem because he really don't mind helping nobody out. The
What got
problem
me,
be when you think you can play or
yeah.
when you ask for too much, not giving a fuck about what he got going on or nothing, or don't give anything back. You just stay
Yeah.
with your hand out, but you don't got nothing to offer back. Like what the fuck is that?
And it's crazy because I didn't, when we was talking about our friend group earlier, we never mentioned that Marquise was definitely part of the friend
He
group.
definitely, and it's so funny. I was just about to say that because just the other day I was having this conversation with him about I don't know if it was something we heard on TikTok or what it was about this dude, this girl just inviting her husband or what was the conversation? Hold on, let me try to remember. It was something like this girl was saying y'all can have y'all girls trips because I just want to stay home with my husband. Y'all
Right.
go on girls trip, I don't want to go. So women take issue with that. But this is the part I didn't understand about the issue. It's not like she said y'all need to stop going on girls trips and stay home
She
with your
said, I'm
husband.
not going. She just said she wasn't going.
Like I have the type of friend group that you're so involved in my friend group that bringing you along when we go places would not be an issue. Whereas though in most situations, women are like, "Oh, you bring that nigga again? Like
Right.
you can't you can't be without this nigga. Like what is going on?" But yeah, it's different.
But that's what I be talking about hating that shit. Because
Yeah.
it gotta be a balance.
Huh?
It gotta be a balance. I'm in a new relationship. Um, and we're still
Mm-hmm.
getting to know each other. I
It's
don't
funny. You
really
got
hang
up and I
out
need to
with
get
my
up here go get
homegirls
my
like
stuff.
because I'm sorry if I just bootied you up. But I don't really hang out with my friends like that. We don't really hang out like that. Niggas is busy all
Yeah.
the time. But everybody would I just me personally, I don't want to go on no more girls trip. What am I going on a girls trip for? I don't want to go on no girls trips. You
I
hoes
would.
need to bring some niggas. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some decent men. Y'all decenter men, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bring.
I
I'm
feel
bringing. No.
No, we're not doing a girls trip.
I feel you.
Okay? We are planning a trip. We're starting to plan in January.
Mm-hmm.
This trip is in August. You bitches got till August to find a nigga. That's all I got. I don't got nothing for you. Like, you got till August to get a man. That's what the assignment is due in August, friend. You got until August to get
Uh-huh.
your man because at the end of the day, I don't want to.
Go nowhere without you. I feel you.
Because think it through,
I
right? In the morning, we wake up, we had some mimosas. You know, we have a good time. We do whatever. We go to the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go out to eat dinner, and then we
Mm-hmm.
drink in excess, and then
Yep.
we go back to the Airbnb.
I know where you're going.
Fuck, I'm finna do, and we gonna
Mm-hmm.
play spades. Bitch, I don't know how to play spades. We need to find something else to do.
I don't know how to play spades.
No, because I am one of them type of people. Because when I go on vacation, and I plan on getting me some.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I'm getting some in my regular life, why would I not get some on vacay?
See,
Yeah, I needs that. I needs that on the
I don't
vacation.
mind. I
Call
don't
me what
mind
you
girl
call me
trips.
what you want.
The only reason why I don't mind girls trips is because not everybody has the same situation I have. Like I feel like
Right.
it's easier for me because y'all know Marquise so well.
Right.
So he really be everywhere we be.
Right.
But I don't be wanting everybody else to feel like, oh, I can't just hang out with my girl because we all, I gotta have a nigga too. Everybody don't be having a nigga sometimes.
Right. And they don't got to. But
So
for me, because I have been nigga less for so
I'm like,
long, even when I had a nigga, I didn't have a nigga. So I'm in a
at this
space
point.
now, at this
Mm-hmm.
current moment. If we going on a trip,
They
we can
got
go
it.
on a girls trip. Don't get me wrong. We ain't been on
Uh-huh.
a girls trip in damn near 10 years.
It's been a long ass time.
It's
I
probably been
was,
longer than
I
that since
was,
we've been on a girls trip
yeah, like
with the whole
around,
crew.
yeah.
So if
Mm-hmm.
we was to up and go on a girls trip this year, I'll be really cool with that. Cause we
Yeah,
ain't going nowhere some goddamn Myrtle Beach or some shit like that.
right.
We ain't doing nothing that's dickable. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not about to.
And then
What are we doing?
I also be trying to be fair in this way because it's like if we go on a girls trip and we do bring out our guys, right, and we go do what we do throughout the day or whatever, what they gonna do?
Them niggas can go
Because
shopping.
I will say this: men get along well,
Right.
even when they don't know each other. They get along much
Mm-hmm.
easier than women who don't know each other get along. But I just be like, what they really gonna do? Like, are they gonna hang with each other? Because they don't know each other. Would they really like go out while we out? What would they do? Would they sit around and wait till we got back?
I know as far as me and mine, he gonna be asleep.
He gonna be like, oh Lord, the thing cut off.
He gonna be asleep. He don't even need to go out. He just came on vacation because I was there.
Yeah, I know he ain't gonna be
If
sleeping.
it's me and my friends going on vacation, but I don't know. That's when you come up with activities and all that type of stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
And
But
we
I do,
finally in a space where we can kind of afford it.
right. But I do feel you in the sense that at this point in life, I want to do couples trips.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
don't
want
want to
us
do
all to
girls trips at
go
this point.
to a cabin or some shit like that.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know about a cabin.
something where we all can chill. Like
Yeah,
some kind of. I want to do like a not necessarily a ski trip, but I want to do something with some
I
snow.
want to do a ski trip too, but also I kind of, you know who has ruined ski trips for me?
Huh.
Sheila.
Chill.
she, Sheila.
I'm about to say, who the hell is Sheila? Sheila.
Who the hell is Sheila? It's hilarious. No, but yeah, she's ruined it for me. I don't know about a ski trip. I feel like I got to go places where it's hot because niggas treat you bad in the snow. I don't
Man,
know.
that shit was crazy. First of all, you couldn't tell for yourself
You couldn't tell for
that your
yourself.
husband was messing with that woman.
Ooh, Marquise is. We should have added Marquise, but we're not going to because he don't really feel like it. But so let me ask you this, D,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been seeing this on. This wasn't one of the topics we said we was going to talk about. Maybe we can talk about it next week, but
Yeah.
let's start it today because it's 10:30. I gotta get, and almost 10:30. I got to go spend time with that man.
Yeah.
But about 10:45, I want to do this last topic right because
The crazy thing, I wasn't even looking at the time. We definitely went over, but it's all good.
it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
because I've been seeing this on the internet a lot.
Uh-huh.
Now, how do you feel about Marquise having female friends?
I don't care.
I know you don't. I knew the answer to that.
And
I just
I know the answer is too simple. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know how to explain why I don't care. I guess I'll put it like this. You should be secure in your relationship.
right.
I guess that's how I feel at the end of the day. You should be secure in your relationship, and there should be trust in your relationship. And if you have that, why be concerned about them having female friends?
Yeah.
Now, I think you should be looking less at them and more at the women. Because you can tell when somebody is really just cool with your man
Mm-hmm.
and when it's some other shit
Somebody
going on.
want them.
Like when she's
Yeah.
thinking some other shit. Like you can tell when you around them.
Yeah.
And once you see them and you meet them and you feel their vibes, you really just see like it's nothing but love. We cool, we friends, we like hang out. That's it. I go home to my man, he come home to you. That's really what it is. So no.
Yeah.
And then another thing with that, some women take issue with their men having new female friends.
Right. Because
Still
I was
not
gonna
an
ask
issue
about
for
that too.
me.
Yeah.
But my problem comes in with women. Now, if you have an issue with new female friends, that's just something you got to deal with on your own. That's not my issue. That's the issue you have. That's your thing, and that's okay. My issue is women not liking friends that men already had before you came into the picture. Because you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to come into my life
Right.
and
And be
then
like, oh yeah,
tell
you gotta
me
stop hanging
that
out with
I
her.
got
Like
to
what,
stop
girl?
dealing with certain people.
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. And then a lot of times, men or women who have friends of the opposite sex, these have been people I've been friends with for
Right.
a significant
For
amount of time.
years.
And then here you come talking about, oh well, you gonna have to stop talking to her. Who?
Who?
I'm gonna have to stop talking to you.
I have to
Because
stop talking to you because who are you to tell me what I can do, what I can't do? You know what's crazy though? I kind of not only do I agree with what you're saying, right?
mm-hmm.
But I had posted this video and I had did a reaction to it a few weeks ago, maybe a
Mm-hmm.
few months ago at this point. Where this guy was saying how, his woman can't have any male friends
Okay.
because he feels like the man has been plotting for years and all this other shit like that. Now, to a certain extent, I can see where he was going with that because, most of my friends are men.
Mm-hmm.
I can count on my hand the number of homegirls that I had.
Yeah.
But, I grew up with mostly men. Most of
Mm-hmm.
my cousins are boys. I got like two cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of the female friends that I have from high school.
Right.
Like you, Ty, Crystal, y'all
Mm-hmm.
are my core female friend group.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And just about, with the exception of like Amber and my line sisters, who I don't really know if they're my friends, because they're my line sisters, but with the
Right.
exception of like a few friends that I met in college.
Mm-hmm.
And Chanel. Can't forget Chanel. Chanel's my
Yeah.
homegirl.
Chanel cool.
Outside of y'all, like four plus a
Mm-hmm.
few, I don't really have any. Everybody that I would call, like Brian, Buddha,
Mm-hmm.
Frank, like I have more males that I hang out with on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Now he was saying how even White, I don't know if you met White. White was my old coworker, whatever. But
I don't think so.
even with that, he was saying how his woman can't have any female friends because how are they going to interact as friends? They can't go out by themselves. He's not invited to the house and stuff like that. And I'm just like, so she can't. He was like, she can't come. He can't come to none of my birthday parties and stuff. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you meet a woman and she's been friends with somebody for a decade? And he was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he's been watching for years. And I'm just like thinking about all of my homeboys
Mm-hmm.
and all of the stuff that they have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been friends with Frank. I've been friends with I've been friends with Buddha since
Yeah. College.
I do have to spend time with my man. Thank you, Marquise. I said it again. But we've been friends since like 2008.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2026.
Right.
You mean to tell me that these men who have seen me skinny, they didn't see me fat, they didn't see me sick, they didn't see me online, they didn't see
Mm-hmm.
me, they have seen me with
Every
diarrhea.
version of you.
They have
Mm-hmm.
seen every version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I'll say this. I don't have any ugly male friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no ugly friends. 'Cause what the fuck am I doing hanging with ugly people? I'm not hanging out with no gargoyles. What am I doing? I'm not hanging with no ugly people. Yes,
That.
all of my friends are attractive. Yes, all of my friends are attractive people. Every single one of them is an attractive person. So the males that I hang out with are genuinely good looking men. They have good
Mm-hmm.
jobs. They like I don't hang with busters and I don't hang with bums. So it's
Yeah.
like if I ever wanted to date any of these people, I've had 2 decades.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want each other. I've seen these niggas get married. I done seen these niggas get divorced. I done seen them almost have kids. Like I done seen a whole bunch of. We've seen each other's
Mm-hmm.
lives enough
Yeah.
to know that we don't want each other.
Right.
This is not brown sugar. This is not loving basketball. Because if you pay attention to those movies,
Yeah.
brown sugar
Yeah.
and loving basketball, you know who was in love first? The woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I
That.
feel like that's the only time a man ever makes it outside of the friend zone is
If
if,
the woman doesn't love her.
right, a woman can make it outside of the friend zone by just offering a piece of coochie. Now she gonna go back into the friend zone after he stuffed that thing,
Mm-hmm.
and she won't know that she's still in the friend zone.
That's
But
funny.
men just can't escape the friend zone. Men don't
It's
escape the friend
it's
zone.
it's just funny that he think like I'm sitting here thinking about Buddha. It's funny that he think that Buddha somewhere like yeah I've been hanging around for 20 years.
I'm gonna give me a little piece of that.
But wait
No,
till she
like
turn
no,
50. They don't even know. They don't even know I'm holding
yeah,
out until she turn about
I'm
50.
holding out for 20 years. She'd have been single a bunch of times.
Right.
She'd
Like
have been single a gang of times. She could have
please.
been.
Yeah, I don't know. It's that thing. It's so layered. It's so layered because
Yeah,
it's insecurities. It's mistrust because you
I
don't
don't
trust
trust
me
men who
because
don't
maybe
have no
somebody
female
burned
friends.
you in the past.
Yeah,
You insecure about whatever you got going on within yourself, or maybe that's how you live.
I just don't trust it. Like,
That's
and not to
another
say
thing.
I don't trust
Maybe
it.
you really be out here running around
Yeah,
on me, and then you
right.
see these other
Because you
niggas
was
like,
trying to
hey,
fuck
these
on your
niggas do the same thing
homegirls.
I do, type shit. So
You was trying to fuck like that's the Cam Newton thing. Now people talk about Cam Newton when he was saying like, because that's what made me think of it. Outside of the video that I had posted a few months ago, where Cam Newton was talking about how, he don't have no attractive female friends that he's not trying to have sex with, and we all know that that man is, he got some CTE or something. Something is not all the way, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong in knowing that he can't handle that
yeah,
type of friendship
he
and
know
just
himself.
choosing not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make him a weirdo? 100%.
I'll tell you what he is. He's an idiot. He need to stick to football talk. I
Yes,
think that
he's a
podcast is a
pit
little bit too
idiot.
much for him.
It's
Or even if you're gonna have a podcast, just have some sports niggas on.
him and Shannon Sharp though. If we're being honest,
You know, I don't mind Shannon Sharp too much. People talk about Shannon Sharp, but I feel like he did. Now I'm gonna say this about Shannon: his questions ain't some of them low off. I will say that about Shannon. But when he asks them questions, them people be wanting to talk.
yeah.
Them people be running run their mouth. They
The
come
thing,
on there specifically
yeah,
to air their dirty
because they
laundry.
want to air their laundry. But the thing is about the difference between Shannon and Cam is that Shannon is not presenting himself to be. You're right. He's just messy. He's not
Yeah,
presenting himself to be an intellectual.
yeah, he not.
Cam Newton
That,
is presenting himself as if he is an intellectual, and we are like,
yeah. And that's the issue because it's like, damn, nigga, you can't even be humble and just say you ain't know what
I
that word
don't know,
meant. I don't know what that word means.
neglected.
Just
Every time
say,
I have been
oh
every
shit,
since,
I thought it was eclectic. I'm sorry.
and it never was, and it never was
Because
that.
let's be real, we black people.
Yeah.
Some of
We
us
hear
don't
words
read
all the
well.
time said the wrong way all the time.
Exactly. Some of us don't read well. Some of us don't spell well. Some of us don't even really know how to say words.
I feel
We
like,
don't give a fuck.
yeah,
The problem is when you act like you know shit that you don't know.
that you don't know it.
Come on now, sir.
What needs to happen, and I think this is in general for all podcasts. Okay, I feel like Platonic is hilarious. I feel like they need to have to read at minimum 3 paragraphs aloud for the people, and you only get 5 minutes to do it. If you can't get them 3 paragraphs out in them 5 minutes, it's donezo for you. You
This
don't
is
need,
nothing.
and like, and I feel bad because there's a lot of times that I find myself in thought like, yo, you're a little bit of an intellectual elitist.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb people should be allowed to have opinions too.
Monkey, just talk about this shit before I got on here.
What?
How there are not many people that you come across that are actually intellectual.
Yeah.
Like, not many people on a day-to-day basis hang around intellectuals.
Them 3 paragraphs gonna get a
So
lot of poke
when
out of
you
there.
come across one, listen to what they gotta say a little bit. They might be able to help you out. And that woman that was sitting, what's her name, Lady London?
Yeah.
That woman was trying to help you out. She wasn't trying to clown you or nothing.
Bless her heart.
She was trying to give you a chance. And you sitting up here, I don't know, people saying, I feel like he was trying to mac. People say he wasn't. I don't know.
She's
But
his
he was
type.
at least trying to be impressive.
She's
I'll say that.
absolutely his type.
He was at least trying to be impressive. But you can't be impressive by pretending to know things that you don't know. That's not impressive. At least not to women. If you would have just been humble and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to say that," that
would have probably been much more attractive.
That would have been way more attractive than you sitting up here trying to spell a non-existent word, sir.
It was when she said, "I knew."
It don't exist. Oh my god, hilarious.
And that's why I don't like them niggas.
And it's not even that the word don't exist.
It's just something you made up. And granted, all words have to be made up. All words have to be made up. To be fair,
all words have to be made up. But this is the thing.
But you're not gonna make one up right now.
And I know phonetics, right? Is the thing. The word that you just made up, that you just sounded out, you didn't even spell it right.
Neglected.
You gonna make up some shit and don't spell it right.
It's when he put the A on the end of it that really.
But then he really sounded eclectic. Where's the tick? I need the tick. Cause where's
it was neglected.
That's eclectic.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody help him.
Bless his heart.
Mm-mm.
Because some of us should have been left behind. Because some of us should have been left behind, and we didn't get. We didn't get. Some of us should have been left behind. Some of us was left behind. Some of us should have been left a little bit further behind.
Teachers getting tired. Let me tell you, I went to middle school with 17, 18, 19-year-olds. Because of that no child left behind shit. Them teachers were getting tired. They said, all right, it's about enough of this. Not to mention, to mix 11, 12, 13-year-olds with 17, 18, 19-year-olds is insane. And when I tell you what you think was going down,
it was. Because they didn't care. And you know what, DD? We're going to pin that because I feel like next week, that's one of the topics that I want to talk about. I want to talk about you knew how old she was.
Mm-hmm. And you still?
That need to be one of the topics that. No, it's definitely Bush's fault, but Bush was dumb too. So, you know.
Yeah, I got a lot to say on that one. That'll be a good one.
We're gonna talk about that one. We could double back to Black History because we ain't really getting to Black History this week.
We didn't.
And we still got one more little piece a week for Black History Month, I think.
With my little Black History shirt on and everything.
You can wear it again next week. Nobody's gonna know the difference.
Yeah, and then it's a whole week.
Well, that is cute though, Dee.
Yeah, I like this.
You can wear your Black History shirt. I can wear my B-part wig. We can show back up and do the same thing.
I got another little shirt that say I think We Can't Breathe. So I got a few little Black History shirts. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we had a good time. We're gonna wrap up now. So I'm Anita Wade and
I'm DDW.
DDW, and we had a wonderful time today. Thank you everybody who tuned in to our off-screen co-host Marquise. Shout out to you. People, be sure to follow our page because we're going to take the clips from our lives and start to put them on our page so you can see some of it. So follow our page at Two Homegirls 26.
Yep, that's it.
Two Homegirls 26, and we had a great time with y'all. I hope you guys come back next time. Thanksies.
All right, thank y'all. Good night.
D, I'm gonna call you.
All right.